Hello everyone, today is the second episode of Harry's Book Cafe Design Corner, and today we are going to admire a masterpiece, Stephen King's It 25th Anniversary Edition. Okay, without further ado, let's start this episode. This episode features Stephen King's It 25th Anniversary Edition, limited to 1,000 pieces. I purchased this book quite some time ago, at least 5 or 6 years ago, and this particular book is published by the US publisher Cemetery Downs. They are quite famous in the US, and they have published quite a few Stephen King books. All of them are limited edition. There are also horror novels by other authors as well. I think Cemetery Downs Publishing particular focuses on horror and crime novels. So it comes with this leather-bound outer case with a painted font on the front of the cover, 25th anniversary by Stephen King. At the back, it's just plain leather. As we take away the sleeve, we got to the really meaty part. I love this cover. It's absolutely beautiful. You got the Pennywise the Clown, made famous, of course, by Stephen King's It. And again, repeat of the edition and the author number. On the back, the balloon says "I love Derry," which is really nice done, and penny leaves on this on the top of a bridge, which is just amazing design. The pages are red, and as you open to the first pages, the inside is basically a copy of the outer sleeve. A little bit of synopsis. That's cool. By the way, be warned, some of the graphics in this book are really quite gory and really graphic. So yeah, it starts the first page with the boy in the yellow raincoat whose paper boat got flown down a manhole, and that's where Pennywise reside, and that's basically the start of the story. I'm going to do a full review of the novel itself. I read it twice. Interestingly, I didn't particularly like it as much as I did the first time for some reason. But yeah, as I said, I'm going to do I have warned you, the graphic is a very gory. So now we have a head stuck in amongst tree branches, and there is so the book is a mixture of black and white and color pages. Just stunning. Even the pencil seems absolutely amazing. Again, that's a classic American scene, isn't it, with a diner and a boy on a bicycle and a beautiful classical car. Again, it's just, let me cut the glare. Absolutely amazing. So the boy is sitting by the drainage system, and this guy with half his head missing, or 3/4 at least, is accosting the boy. His hands is holding his sneaker, imprisoning him. I remember reading it the first time. Many years ago. The actual page numbers intimidated me a little, so I put it off for quite some times before I started reading the book. And I remember vividly that this is the first book that scared me really terribly. It perhaps is one of the scariest Stephen King novels. Some people think Misery is perhaps the scariest. I think it might just beaten Misery to the first spot. I remember the scene where the girl, I can't remember her name, she was washing her face, and weird voices just start gurgling up the drainage system at her. That part was really quite horrifying. As I said, that was many years ago I read that novel. And the second time I read it, I don't feel as scared or as engaged as I have the first time, so I don't know why. Maybe my taste has changed. I find it, especially the latter half of the book, or towards the finish, is just getting more and more nonsensical. Especially what the kids have to do in the tunnel. I just find that unnecessary, and the ending is quite disappointing. You know, after all that, the monster Pennywise turns out to be a spider, which is just a bit, anticlimax. Again, a severed head in the fridge, stuffed with, I think, feathers, in amongst beer bottles and blooms. Awesome artwork, absolutely stunning artwork. I really enjoyed it. I have to order it from the US. It took some time to get to the UK, but it's definitely worth the wait. Absolutely stunning. Look at that. Stop now before kill you all. A word to the wise from your friend Pennywise. Before I kill you all. Sorry, I left out the pronoun. Look at that. Absolutely. Look, severed hand, and whoever this guy is just chopped the other guy's head off with an axe. And Pennywise the clown is swinging on the chandelier. This is a pub scene I remember quite vividly. Taking nothing away from the writing itself, because in a very typical Stephen King fashion, it is a fantastic novel. It's really well written. It's just the plot itself towards the end, especially, I just think is lost its way. I think Stephen King might have, just wanted to finish it quickly and perhaps running out of imaginations. I really hate the fact that Pennywise is a spider. I just think he's such a letdown. Look at this picture. This is so 90s and 80s horror, isn't it? Just amazing. So yes, so that's the review of this design corner with the Stephen King's limited edition. I'm very much hoping that the design corner can be a regular feature, at least once a month. In the next episodes, I will bring some special editions published by the Folio Society for us to sample, because Folio is very much like the Cemetery Dance in the US, that they only publish special edition books. Unlike the Cemetery Dance, Folio concentrates pretty much on all genres, not just horror and crime. And some of their designs, especially Dune, that I can't wait to share with you guys, is absolutely out of this world. But yes, on the topic of Stephen King, this is an amazing edition. I really love the color scene. I love the graphic nature of some of the illustration inside. It really holds nothing back, and I think it's a job well done, because it is very sort of a violent book, and it's only appropriate to have something so graphical to actually put it as illustration. Incidentally, as I said before, I didn't have the chance to finish. The camera start shaking, the tripod. But just want to finish that. My favorite Stephen King book is The Stand, and I think 80% of Stephen King fans would concur that is his best work by a very far distance. I mean, they're all very good. Like Misery is fantastic. Green Mile is even more amazing. Shawshank Redemption, that's novella. They are all absolutely amazing, especially the more recent ones like Mr. Mercedes and the Holly sort of series of books. Just fantastic. But there's something special about The Stand, even more special than the others. Not only because of length, it's 1,400 pages, so it even is longer than it, but the post-apocalyptic world and how the viruses start to transmit from one person to the next, I think it's just the most well done scene ever in a fiction, and I will reread that again and do a detailed review. In fact, I will do in the next coming month. I will do a Stephen King reading guide. I pretty much read all Stephen King novels, even the Dark Tower series. So I think I will do something like that just before the end of the year. But yes, this novel, by far, in terms of the actual design, I mean, I don't mean the novel, I mean the book, the physical book, is one of my favorite design ever. I really, really love that one. Just out of curiosity, by the way, he did, or Cemetery Dance did release the same novel like this, limited to 100 copies, I believe, signed copies. I didn't manage to get that one because that was basically gone in the first couple of seconds. I think people just click and buy without even thinking. So that was gone within, certainly within the first day. And plus, I wouldn't really want to spend that much money. I think it's around about $1,000 or so. After all, Stephen King, so it's definitely the sort of price that you would expect from an author like him. But anyway, this is the copy that I managed to secure, and I love it. I absolutely want to collect this. People have been offering money to buy this, but I just say no because it's such a beautiful, beautiful physical copy of Stephen King's It. What do you think? Do you agree with me that this is one of the best looking books ever designed? Please leave a comment down below, and if you have sort of special edition novels that you really want to keep hold of, doesn't matter what, please also leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. Anyway, that is the end of this second episode of Design Corner. Until next time, cheerio guys. Thank you.